Chapter 1. 1. The words of Jeremiah, the son of Hilkiah, one of the priests who were in Anathoth in the land of Benjamin. 2. Yahweh's word came to him in the days of Josiah, the son of Ammon, king of Judah, in the 13th year of his reign. 3. It came also in the days of Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, to the end of the 11th year of Zedekiah, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, to the carrying away of Jerusalem captive in the 5th month. 4. Now Yahweh's word came to me, saying, 5. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I sanctified you. I have appointed you a prophet to the nations. Then I said, Ah, Lord. The word translated Lord is Adonai, Yahweh. Behold, I don't know how to speak, for I am a child. 7. But Yahweh said to me, Don't say, I am a child, for you must go to whomever I send you, and you must say whatever I command you. 8. Don't be afraid because of them, for I am with you to rescue you, says Yahweh. 9. Then Yahweh stretched out his hand and touched my mouth. Then Yahweh said to me, Behold, I have put my words in your mouth. 10. Behold, I have today set you over the nations and over the kingdoms, to uproot and to tear down, to destroy and to overthrow, to build and to plant. 11. Moreover, Yahweh's word came to me, saying, Jeremiah, what do you see? I said, I see a branch of an almond tree. 12. Then Yahweh said to me, You have seen well, for I watch over my word to perform it. 13. Yahweh's word came to me the second time, saying, What do you see? I said, I see a boiling cauldron, and it is tipping away from the north. 14. Then Yahweh said to me, Out of the north, evil will break out on all the inhabitants of the land. 15. For behold, I will call all the families of the kingdoms of the north, says Yahweh. They will come, and they will each set his throne at the entrance of the gates of Jerusalem, and against all its walls all around, and against all the cities of Judah. 16. I will utter my judgments against them, concerning all their wickedness, in that they have forsaken me, and have burned incense to other gods, and worshipped the works of their own hands. 17. You therefore put your belt on your waist, arise, and say to them all that I command you. Don't be dismayed at them, lest I dismay you before them. 18. For behold, I have made you today a fortified city, an iron pillar and bronze walls, against the whole land, against the kings of Judah, against its princes, against its priests, and against the people of the land. 19. They will fight against you, but they will not prevail against you. For I am with you, says Yahweh, to rescue you. Chapter 2. 1. Yahweh's word came to me, saying, 2. Go, and proclaim in the ears of Jerusalem, saying, Yahweh says, I remember for you the kindness of your youth, the love of your weddings, how you went after me in the wilderness, in a land that was not sown. 3. Israel was holiness to Yahweh, the first fruits of his increase. All who devour him will be held guilty. Evil will come on them, says Yahweh. 4. Hear Yahweh's word, O house of Jacob, and all the families of the house of Israel. 5. Yahweh says, What unrighteousness have your fathers found in me, that they have gone far from me, and have walked after worthless vanity, and have become worthless. 6. They didn't say, Where is Yahweh who brought us up out of the land of Egypt, who led us through the wilderness, through a land of deserts and of pits, through a land of drought and of the shadow of death, through a land that no one passed through, and where no man lived. 7. I brought you into a plentiful land, to eat its fruit and its goodness. But when you entered, you defiled my land, and made my heritage an abomination. 8. The priests didn't say, Where is Yahweh? And those who handle the law didn't know me. The rulers also transgressed against me, and the prophets prophesied by Baal, and followed things that do not profit. 9. Therefore I will yet contend with you, says Yahweh, and I will contend with your children's children. 10. For pass over to the islands of Kittim, and see, and send to Kedar, and consider diligently, and see if there has been such a thing. 11. Has a nation changed its gods, which really are no gods? But my people have changed their glory for that which does not profit. 12. Be astonished, you heavens, at this, and be horribly afraid. Be very desolate, says Yahweh. 13. For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the spring of living waters, and cut them out cisterns, broken cisterns, that can hold no water. 14. Is Israel a slave? Is he born into slavery? Why has he become a captive? 15. The young lions have roared at him, and yelled. They have made his land waste. His cities are burned up, without inhabitant. 16. The children, also of Memphis and Tahpanhes, have broken the crown of your head. 17. Haven't you brought this on yourself, in that you have forsaken Yahweh your God, when he led you by the way? 18. Now, what do you gain by going to Egypt, to drink the waters of the Shihor? Or, why do you go on the way to Assyria, to drink the waters of the river? 19. Your own wickedness will correct you, and your backsliding will rebuke you. Know therefore and see that it is an evil and bitter thing, that you have forsaken Yahweh your God, and that my fear is not in you, says the Lord, Yahweh of armies. 20. For long ago I broke off your yoke, and burst your bonds. You said, I will not serve, for on every high hill and under every green tree you bowed yourself, playing the prostitute. 21. Yet I had planted you a noble vine, a pure and faithful seed. How then have you turned into the degenerate branches of a foreign vine to me? 22. For though you wash yourself with lye, and use much soap, yet your iniquity is marked before me, says the Lord Yahweh. 23. How can you say, I am not defiled? I have not gone after the Baals? See your way in the valley. Know what you have done. You are a swift dromedary traversing her ways. 24. A wild donkey used to the wilderness, that sniffs the wind in her craving. When she is in heat, who can turn her away? All those who seek her will not weary themselves. In her month, they will find her. 25. Keep your feet from being bare, and your throat from thirst. But you said, it is in vain. No, for I have loved strangers, and I will go after them. 26. As the thief is ashamed when he is found, so is the house of Israel ashamed. They, their kings, their princes, and their priests, and their prophets. 27 Who tell wood, you are my father, and a stone, you have given birth to me. For they have turned their back to me, and not their face. But in the time of their trouble, they will say, arise, and save us. 28. But where are your gods that you have made for yourselves? Let them arise, if they can save you in the time of your trouble. For you have as many gods as you have towns, O Judah. 29. Why will you contend with me? You all have transgressed against me, says Yahweh. 30. I have struck your children in vain. They received no correction. Your own sword has devoured your prophets, like a destroying lion. 31. Generation, consider Yahweh's word. Have I been a wilderness to Israel, or a land of thick darkness? Why do my people say, we have broken loose, we will come to you no more? 32. Can a virgin forget her ornaments, or a bride her attire? Yet my people have forgotten me for days without number. 2. 33. How well you prepare your way to seek love. Therefore you have even taught the wicked women your ways. 34. Also the blood of the souls of the innocent poor is found in your skirts. You did not find them breaking in, but it is because of all these things. 35. Yet you said, I am innocent. Surely his anger has turned away from me. Behold, I will judge you, because you say, I have not sinned. 36. Why do you go about so much to change your ways? You will be ashamed of Egypt also, as you were ashamed of Assyria. 37. You will also leave that place with your hands on your head. For Yahweh has rejected those in whom you trust, and you won't prosper with them. Chapter 3. 1. They say, If a man puts away his wife, and she goes from him, and becomes another man's, should he return to her again? Wouldn't that land be greatly polluted? But you have played the prostitute with many lovers. Yet return again to me, says Yahweh. 2. Lift up your eyes to the bare heights, and see, where have you not been lain with? You have sat waiting for them by the road, as an Arabian in the wilderness. You have polluted the land with your prostitution and with your wickedness. 3. Therefore the showers have been withheld, and there has been no latter rain, yet you have had a prostitute's forehead, and you refuse to be ashamed. 4. Will you not from this time cry to me, my Father, you are the guide of my youth? 5. Will he retain his anger forever? Will he keep it to the end? Behold, you have spoken and have done evil things, and have had your way. 6. Moreover, Yahweh said to me in the days of Josiah the king, have you seen that which backsliding Israel has done? She has gone up on every high mountain, and under every green tree, and has played the prostitute there. 7. I said, after she had done all these things, she will return to me. But she didn't return, and her treacherous sister Judah saw it. 8. I saw when, for this very cause, that backsliding Israel had committed adultery, I had put her away and given her a bill of divorce. Yet treacherous Judah, her sister, had no fear, but she also went and played the prostitute. 9. Because she took her prostitution lightly, the land was polluted, and she committed adultery with stones and with wood. 10. Yet for all this, her treacherous sister, Judah, has not returned to me with her whole heart, but only in pretense, says Yahweh. 11. Yahweh said to me, backsliding Israel has shown herself more righteous than treacherous Judah. 12. Go, and proclaim these words toward the north, and say, return, you backsliding Israel, says Yahweh. I will not look in anger on you, for I am merciful, says Yahweh. I will not keep anger forever. 13. Only acknowledge your iniquity, that you have transgressed against Yahweh your God, and have scattered your ways to the strangers under every green tree, and you have not obeyed my voice, says Yahweh. 14. Return, backsliding children, says Yahweh, for I am a husband to you. I will take one of you from a city, and 2 from a family, and I will bring you to Zion. 15. I will give you shepherds according to my heart, who will feed you with knowledge and understanding. 16. It will come to pass, when you are multiplied and increased in the land, in those days, says Yahweh, they will no longer say, the ark of Yahweh's covenant. It will not come to mind. They won't remember it. They won't miss it, nor will another be made. 17. At that time they will call Jerusalem Yahweh's throne, and all the nations will be gathered to it, to Yahweh's name, to Jerusalem. They will no longer walk after the stubbornness of their evil heart. 18 inches those days, the house of Judah will walk with the house of Israel, and they will come together out of the land of the north, to the land that I gave for an inheritance to your fathers. 19. But I said, how I desire to put you among the children, and give you a pleasant land, a goodly heritage of the armies of the nations. And I said, you shall call me my father, and shall not turn away from following me. 20. Surely as a wife treacherously departs from her husband, so you have dealt treacherously with me, house of Israel, says Yahweh. 21. A voice is heard on the bare heights, the weeping and the petitions of the children of Israel. Because they have perverted their way, they have forgotten Yahweh their God. 22. Return, you backsliding children, and I will heal your backsliding. Behold, we have come to you, for you are Yahweh our God. 23. Truly in vain is help from the hills, the tumult on the mountains. Truly the salvation of Israel is in Yahweh our God. 24. But the shameful thing has devoured the labor of our fathers from our youth, their flocks and their herds, their sons and their daughters. 25. Let us lie down in our shame, and let our confusion cover us. For we have sinned against Yahweh our God, we and our fathers, from our youth even to this day. We have not obeyed Yahweh our God's voice. Chapter 4. 1. If you will return, Israel, says Yahweh, if you will return to me, and if you will put away your abominations out of my sight, then you will not be removed. 2. And you will swear, as Yahweh lives, in truth, in justice, and in righteousness, the nations will bless themselves in him, and they will glory in him. 3. For Yahweh says to the men of Judah and to Jerusalem, break up your fallow ground, and don't sow among thorns. 4. Circumcise yourselves to Yahweh, and take away the foreskins of your heart, you men of Judah and inhabitants of Jerusalem, lest my wrath go out like fire, and burn so that no one can quench it, because of the evil of your doings. 5. Declare in Judah, and publish in Jerusalem, and say, blow the trumpet in the land, cry aloud and say, assemble yourselves, let us go into the fortified cities. 6. Set up a standard toward Zion, flee for safety, don't wait, for I will bring evil from the north, and a great destruction. 7. A lion has gone up from his thicket, and a destroyer of nations. He is on his way. He has gone out from his place to make your land desolate, that your cities be laid waste, without inhabitant. 8. For this, clothe yourself with sackcloth, lament and wail, for the fierce anger of Yahweh hasn't turned back from us. 9. It will happen at that day, says Yahweh, that the heart of the king will perish, along with the heart of the princes. The priests will be astonished, and the prophets will wonder. 10. Then I said, Ah, Lord Yahweh, surely you have greatly deceived this people and Jerusalem, saying, you will have peace, whereas the sword reaches to the heart. 11. At that time it will be said to this people and to Jerusalem, a hot wind from the bare heights in the wilderness toward the daughter of my people, not to winnow, nor to cleanse. 12. A full wind from these will come for me. Now I will also utter judgments against them. 13. Behold, he will come up as clouds, and his chariots will be as the whirlwind. His horses are swifter than eagles. Woe to us, for we are ruined. 14. Jerusalem, wash your heart from wickedness, that you may be saved. How long will your evil thoughts lodge within you? 15. For a voice declares from Dan, and publishes evil from the hills of Ephraim. 16. Tell the nations, behold, publish against Jerusalem. Watchers come from a far country, and raise their voice against the cities of Judah. 17. As keepers of a field, they are against her all around, because she has been rebellious against me, says Yahweh. 18. Your way and your doings have brought these things to you. This is your wickedness, for it is bitter, for it reaches to your heart. 19. My anguish, I am pained at my very heart. My heart trembles within me. I can't hold my peace, because you have heard, O my soul, the sound of the trumpet, the alarm of war. 20. Destruction on destruction is decreed, for the whole land is laid waste. Suddenly my tents are destroyed, and my curtains gone in a moment. 21. How long will I see the standard, and hear the sound of the trumpet? 22. For my people are foolish, they don't know me. They are foolish children, and they have no understanding. They are skillful in doing evil, but they don't know how to do good. 23. I saw the earth, and behold, it was waste and void, and the heavens, and they had no light. 24. I saw the mountains, and behold, they trembled, and all the hills moved back and forth. 25. I saw, and behold, there was no man, and all the birds of the sky had fled. 26. I saw, and behold, the fruitful field was a wilderness, and all its cities were broken down at the presence of Yahweh, before his fierce anger. 27. For Yahweh says, the whole land will be a desolation, yet will I not make a full end. 28. For this the earth will mourn, and the heavens above be black, because I have spoken it. I have planned it, and I have not repented, neither will I turn back from it. 29. Every city flees for the noise of the horsemen and archers. They go into the thickets, and climb up on the rocks. Every city is forsaken, and not a man dwells therein. 30. You, when you are made desolate, what will you do? Though you clothe yourself with scarlet, though you deck yourself with ornaments of gold, though you enlarge your eyes with makeup, you make yourself beautiful in vain. Your lovers despise you. They seek your life. 31. For I have heard a voice, as of a woman in travail, the anguish, as of her who gives birth to her first child, the voice of the daughter of Zion, who gasps for breath, who spreads her hands, saying, Woe is me now, for my soul faints before the murderers. May the peace of God remain with you. Go in his grace. Amen.